So this is how we took Kevin Heist, a window tint, PPF, and ceramic coating shop owner from $40,000 a month to $100,000 a month in under 2 months. And by the way, this is a picture of him in his shop, and this is a screenshot of his booking calendar. So as you can see over here, it says $40,000 a month, and then over here it says $90,000 in this month. And he's going to break about $105,000 because he has a few openings in the last week. As you can see, it's a little bit empty over here. But the problem was that he did not have enough good leads, and he was facing a problem of like just tons of price shoppers. Because he was working with a marketing agency, they were running ads, and they were doing decent work because he was making $40,000 a month, but he was just stuck at that mark for months on end because he did not have the volume of leads needed to get to $1 million plus a year, and B, the lead quality was just not as good as he needed. And the second thing was he was really good at installing. He had a team, and him and his team were really, really good installers, and his shop put out by far some of the best work in his area, but the problem was his ads were not attracting the right people, the people that were actually willing to pay these big bucks, the $7,000 PPFs, the $600 window tint, the $1,500 ceramic coatings. He was just getting a ton of price shoppers who would not actually book. And the third thing was he didn't have enough work to hire. Since he did not have enough consistent work on the schedule, he was kind of stuck in a place where, he was not 100% comfortable hiring another employee, because then that would mean that, there might be days where the employee's schedule would be empty, and that is kind of a scary place to be. So that's where he was at. Now, our strategy was we overhauled his ads. We did a complete brand new ad strategy that was built to not attract a ton of price shoppers, is actually get people who actually booked and scheduled. So we took down his previous ads, we refilmed brand new ads, and we got them live. But this time, as I said, with the right messaging to attract high quality leads instead of just like price shoppers and tire kickers. And we did this for window tint, PPF, and ceramic coatings. And since he was, by the way, one of the most expensive shops in his area, we had to do this carefully, because otherwise his ads would just attract like a ton of price shoppers and no one would be willing to pay his high prices. So this had to be done very, very carefully. Now, first 24 hours of results. Within the first 24 hours of launching our ads, he already scheduled and booked 2 tint jobs, as you can see his message over here. Now that's nothing compared to like the actual results that I'm going to show you in just a second, but it just shows like how fast he actually started seeing results. This was literally within 24 hours of us launching his new ads. And these are the actual results that I'm going to get into. So his first $70,000 plus month was 1 month into working with us. He hit $74,000 in a single month. And this was in, again, a very, very cold city. This was during the winter. The weather was really, really cold. It was freezing. So he says over here up to $73,690 for March. There's some more room for upselling. And he said he had shitty weather. He's still breaking records. Obviously, that was still not the end. Another very, very big thing, he started closing 45% of his leads. He went from dealing with like price shoppers who would reach out, just waste his time and not really book, to closing nearly 50% of his leads, so closing nearly half of the people that actually reached out. And these are his exact words. Like, as you can see over here, I'm honestly down to extended because it's so easy. People call to book left, right, and center, no sales pitch needed. They're just ready to schedule. So that is how easy it was to close the leads that we got him with our ad strategy. And the third thing was he was able to hire more employees. Now, he already had a good team, but with this new inflow of leads and jobs, he was confident enough to hire another employee. Because, like, just imagine having the best team ever and you're confident that you can fill up their schedules. That is a place to be. And as you can see over here, he said he just hired a full-time tinner. They start on Friday, all of that stuff. And then he said there's another new PPF installer, tin installer, as he mentioned over here. They're really, really good. He's dialed in and everybody is ready to get work in. And that's a great place to be when you can confidently say that you can fill up their schedule. And by the way, he can confidently say this because next month he hit his first 100K month. Now, only literally like the first 3 days into the month, as you can see over here, like 3 days into this month, he hit 78,000 booked. And that is where it shows that you have the confidence to kind of keep that team and keep their schedules busy. So 3 days into the month, he hit $78,000 off that 100K. 9 days into the month, this was today when I messaged him and I'm making this video, he's at 97,000. Now I say 100,000 because he said himself that he is on track to hit 105 because he has some openings in the last week. So from 40,000, now he's doing about 105. Quick interruption. As I am editing this, literally he texted me. I just filmed the video like 10 minutes ago. As I'm editing this, he's texted me saying officially has hit 102,000 for the month, if you can see right there. I literally filmed this video 10 minutes ago. He was at 97,000 at the start of the day, like right before I filmed the video. He's at 102,000 booked right now. So you can see literally in real time what the results are. And like he's also having days where he's booking like 11,500 in one day. This is common for him, right? And I say he's on track to make 100K plus months in the summer. He's already broken that. He's probably going to hit like 120, 130 with the strategy that we have going on. And I have the full video over here, but I'm just really grateful to be able to help him achieve this and get him out of that 40K a month, which is, you know, definitely not a bad point, but some people just want that next level. But yeah, if you want, right after this, you can watch this full video and see his words himself.
Before we got started, you know, we were averaging somewhere between 40, 45,000 a month. We've been working together for, just over 2 months now. Mm-hmm. And we actually just broke a record for our highest revenue month at 72,000. People call, they saw the promo. It's no questions asked. It's just basically when can I schedule? Because it's cutting our sales process in half. You know, it's mostly just when can you get me in? Nice. We were able to hire some more guys, bigger shop space and stuff. You know, things are good. We're now seeing the availability to where I can be a person again, you know, not just completely absorbed in work 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. We can make plans for vacations and take weekends off and whatnot. You know, it's allowing much more comfortability within life. We're probably expecting with the track that we're on anywhere from 85 to 90,000 within the next couple of months. So